Picture this. You walk into a casino with just $20 in your pocket. Most people would laugh and say, that won't even last 5 minutes. But here's the truth. If you know how to play smart, that $20 can stretch into hours of entertainment, and maybe even a decent cash out. I get this question all the time as a slot tech. What's the best way to play with only 20 bucks? And today I'll break it down. The machines you should pick, the bets to make, and the mindset you need to avoid burning through your money in 10 spins flat. Quick personal tip before we dive in. I used to try this challenge in land casinos and lose instantly because I picked the wrong machines. But once I switched to playing online at trusted sites, I realized my $20 could actually double because of deposit matches and free spins. That's why these days I stick to the vetted casinos I list on onlinecasinohub.org. They're the only ones I've found that let a tiny budget actually last. More on that in a bit. Let's start with the basics. Step 1, choose the right machine. With $20, machine choice is everything. You can't just sit at the first flashy progressive you see. Those giant jackpot games are high volatility, which means long dry spells and your $20 gone before you even settle in. Instead, you want low volatility, classic slots. Games like Double Diamond or Wild Cherry are perfect. They don't have flashy bonus rounds, but that's the point. They pay small amounts steadily, keeping you alive. When I first started, I hated these boring old machines. I thought, no bonuses? No thanks. But once I tested them, I realized something. While everyone else was burning through $100 in minutes, I was still spinning on my original $20 and sipping a drink. And online, I can replicate this strategy even better. Many of the casinos I play at, like the ones on onlinecasinohub.org, label their games with volatility ratings. So I know up front whether it's a bankroll-friendly game or a swing-for-the-fences one. With $20, trust me, go for the steady classics. Step 2, bet size, the 1% rule. If your budget is small, your bet size has to be smart. Here's the golden rule. Never bet more than 1% of your bankroll per spin. With $20, that means around $0.20. If the minimum bet is $0.50, that's fine. Just don't go above that. Betting $2 a spin with $20, you've got maybe 10 spins. That's suicide for your bankroll. I've personally tested this over and over. When I stick to 1% bets, I can easily stretch $20 into a 30-40 minute session. When I get greedy and bump it up to $1-2 per spin, gone in minutes. Bonus hack, online, if I claim a $20 match bonus, suddenly I've got $40 bankroll. That means I can comfortably bet $0.40 per spin and still follow the 1% rule. That's how you turn a tiny deposit into a much longer session. Again, the casinos I list on onlinecasinohub.org have the best bonuses for this trick, and I've cashed out winnings from them myself. Step 3, set evaluation points. The biggest mistake low-budget players make is spinning until the ticket says $0. That's not discipline, that's feeding the machine. Instead, set evaluation points. For example, if I turn $20 into $30, I pause and decide, do I cash the $10 profit or keep playing? If I drop to $10, that's my danger zone. Do I stop or risk the last half? This mindset alone will save you money. It gives you natural checkpoints to stop and think instead of mindlessly spinning until you're broke. When I tried this with $20 on a Double Diamond machine, I hit a $50 cash out point and walked away. Old me would have lost it all chasing sevens. New me? I left with more than double my buy-in. And online, it's even easier. If I hit a profit, I literally withdraw half instantly. I'll keep spinning with the other half, but at least I know I'm walking away with money. That's one of the reasons I only play on onlinecasinohub.org casinos, because fast withdrawals actually let me lock in wins. Step 4, don't chase jackpots. With $20, forget the dream of hitting $1 million progressive. Could it happen? Sure. Will it? Realistically, no. What you should focus on is time on device, how long you get to play. Because every spin earns you entertainment, comp points, and the thrill of maybe hitting a modest win. Personally, some of my best $20 sessions weren't about jackpots at all. They were about grinding a classic slot, sipping a drink, earning free play, and walking away with enough left for lunch. That's a win. And if I want to chase jackpots, I save that for when I have a bigger bankroll, or when I'm using bonus funds online. That way, it's not my own $20 going into a black hole, it's the casino's money. Again, those promos on onlinecasinohub.org make all the difference. Step 5, use rewards and perks. Here's something most casual players ignore: comps. Even if you're only playing $20, use your player's card. Those points add up. And sometimes they're worth more than your actual spins. I once stretched $20 through 4 different games, earned enough points for a free meal, and literally ate lunch on the casino while still keeping half my bankroll. That's how you win without winning. Online, this is even stronger. Loyalty programs, cashback offers, and free spins basically act as extensions of your $20. I've had nights where my $20 turned into 2 hours of play just because I stacked a loyalty bonus with free spins. And again, the only reason it worked was because I picked legit casinos that actually honor those rewards. That's why I tell people, stick to the ones I've tested on onlinecasinohub.org. Step 6, play with the right mindset. Here's the final piece, attitude. If you go in with $20 expecting to get rich, you'll leave disappointed. But if you go in thinking, I'm buying 2 hours of entertainment for $20, then every extra win is just a bonus. Slots are entertainment first, money second. And if you approach it that way, your $20 will feel like it lasted way longer because you're enjoying every spin instead of stressing over hitting a jackpot. So how do you make $20 last at slots? Pick low volatility, classic machines, follow the 1% bet rule, set evaluation points, don't chase jackpots with a tiny bankroll, use comps, bonuses, and rewards. Play for fun first, money second. Do this and I promise your $20 won't vanish in 5 minutes. It might even double like mine has. And if you want to maximize it further, try it online with trusted casinos that actually stretch your money. That's what I do now, and that's why I keep a short list at onlinecasinohub.org. They're the only ones I've tested that pay fast and don't mess with your winnings. So next time you only have $20, don't walk past the casino doors. Walk in with a plan, and you might just walk out with cash still in your pocket.